I swear, Apex cannot stay out of controversy. They continue to find themselves in these like horrible positions. And I feel like a lot of it is self-inflicted for Apex. If you've been paying attention to the channel, I have come to, defense of Apex mainly because they've not denied people payouts, right? Like even throughout the whole, you need to send your trades in, even throughout the whole DCA rule, and we're going to deny payouts if you DCA'd, but we're not really denying you. You just have to trade a little bit longer and then you can get your payout. Throughout all that, I was like, okay, I can kind of see where they're coming from. I can play devil's advocate. And, as long as they eventually paid those people out, whether it took a little bit of extra time to get the payout, as long as they got the payout, I was cool with it. But recently, between them, denying payouts, like larger payouts, I will give them credit. They have been getting faster for smaller payouts, but people have been complaining about larger payouts being denied. That's not cool. But also, this new email that they've been sending out about taking traders live, there's some problems. So let's get right into it. Here's the email that a lot of people have been getting recently from Apex. It says, Dear Apex Funded Trader, thank you for being a valued PA member of Apex Trader Funding. After a thorough review of your account and history, we are informing you that we are no longer able to provide any more new evaluations to you. Red flag. What do you mean you're not able to provide new evaluations to me? See, okay, this is already a problem. Your whole business model is to give people evaluations. That's how you make money, is through the evals, right? So you're going to deny a profitable trader evals? Seems a little bit weird, but let's continue reading. Let's keep going. However, you may continue to trade in the existing PAs and evaluation accounts you currently have. This includes resetting existing evals and converting them into PA accounts once you pass the current evaluations, but we will not be able to offer you any new evaluations at this point. While new demos/simulations accounts are not available to you, we will be monitoring your trading in your PA accounts for potential move to a live prop account. If you understand Apex's supposed business model, how they worked was you get an eval, they'd make money off the eval and all the resets and off the PA fees once you got into the funded account. But then once you could kind of like prove yourself as a trader, I don't know exactly what they were looking for, but they would essentially copy your trades. And clearly, that's not a great business model. I'll explain why it's not great in a minute once we get through all this other stuff. But now they're taking people live because, they just, in my opinion, they can't afford to continue to pay some of these traders how much money that they're making, and they'd rather them make it in the live market. Just like, I don't know, every other prop firm has been doing, where eventually they take you live so that you're making actual money and they're making actual money, and they're no longer paying you off of the eval fees. But let's continue on with what they are saying. As you trade your PA accounts, please ensure you adhere to your system rules, maintain discipline, consistency, and proper risk management. Since you will not have access to new evaluations, again, that's crazy. It is crucial to focus on maintaining your current PA accounts for the long term, to trade them as if they were live funded accounts, and to show qualification and preparedness to move to a true live prop account. I don't think anywhere else, when they offer a live account, do they not offer you new evals? Like, what are you supposed to do if you fail? You could just never use Apex again. Like, that's a customer that they're going to lose forever. Anyway, make sure to build sufficient cushion and stay within Apex defined risk management guidelines. Over the next 30 days, we'll be evaluating your trades daily to assess your eligibility for transitioning to a live prop trading account. During this period, we will be looking for adherence to a defined system of rules for entry, stops, targets, trailing, and risk management, as well as compliance with the rules and guidelines of the PA contract. Please ensure that during this observance period, you continue trading consistently in terms of trading volume, contract size, system discipline. Be sure to follow consistent entry rules for your day-to-day system, as staff may spot check or request information on random trades for chart markup or explanation of your entry and rules, and to see that entries over various days or times are consistent with the same entry rules on various trades. Use stops on all trades and place them on charts at the time of the trade. mental stops are no longer permitted on your PA accounts. So that's also kind of crazy because that wasn't a part of the rules before. The rules before was it's okay if you use a mental stop. It just has to be within your system. Now that they've sent you this email and they want to put you on a live account, you better use an actual stop. Or I guess you just don't get moved to live. I guess, I don't know. Maintain proper risk management or risk to reward ratios as outlined in the PA contract, ensuring that the maximum stop loss does not exceed 4 times your profit target or historical average profit. So basically, you can't be going for a $400 loss and a $100 reward because that'd be 4 times the risk. So, for example, if your average profit per trade is 10 ticks, your maximum stop should not exceed 30 to 40 ticks. Yeah, so basically what I just said. And the market cannot pull down against you beyond this during an open trade. This will be monitored to ensure proper risk management. Note, DCA trades of any kind are not allowed on these PA accounts during this time. Only one entry will be allowed. Additional entries, even a single additional entry, will not be allowed if the market is going against you. You may enter as many times as you like, layering in if the market's going in your favor in the direction of the original system entry. Again, I'm not a big fan of this. Like, I don't think that DCAing is a bad thing or DCAing means that you can't trade. If you're giving yourself, like, for intents and purposes, because they gave this example, if you're only looking for 10 ticks and your stop is between 30 to 40 ticks wide, then technically within those 30 to 40 ticks, you're not wrong. You're still right in the trade. So for you to average down is actually could be a smart thing because as the market starts to move toward your take profit, you would actually make more money. And yeah, you would be compounding your risk a little bit on the back end, but if you're right, you're going to make a lot more. So I'm not a big fan of their whole DCA rule. The one thing I'll say about DCAing is in an actual live environment, like in your own live account, you can DCA as much as you want. That's not a rule, right? I think the problem is that Apex got burnt on bots DCAing, that they couldn't distinguish the people who were DCAing with a strategy and then bots that were making a ton of money DCAing, and getting in and getting out very, very quickly. And that's not the trader's fault, right? Like if you go to any other prop firm, or not any other prop firm, but a lot of prop firms will say, we don't allow bots, right? You can't use bots in your trading. Apex doesn't do that. So that's Apex's fault, not the trader. Don't diminish the trader because you don't want bots trading or you don't want people DCAing and that's a strategy, because that's a viable strategy in the market. I personally don't like the DCA. I don't like to add on to losers. However, if that's a part of your strategy and it's back tested, then why deny that, right? Especially going into a live environment where they can make you more money. Why would you deny that? So, I don't know. It's really weird, but continuing on, they say your PA accounts will be on a probation status, requiring a safety net to be maintained for any withdrawal requests to ensure a cushion is built in these accounts and for potential live prop. Meaning, for example, if you have $50K account, the minimum balance required is $52,600. This amount must remain in the account, and you may request amounts above $52,600 for a list. And then you can go to a list of minimum accounts there. So basically, what they're saying is you got to hit the $52,600, but you can't take out the $2,000 if they put you in this probation period. So essentially, they're actually stopping you from taking payouts because you need to have that buffer to be able to go live. Now, the question that I would have would be, well, what if I don't want to go live? What if I just want to keep this PA account and, I want to pull the money out and I just never want to go live with this? Are you going to close my PA account if I don't comply? They don't really make that very clear with this email. So that's kind of another red flag. There's no other prop firm where they kind of force you to go live, so to speak. They can request you go live and you can say no. I guess at some point they would probably make you do it, but not upfront like this in this situation, right? They kind of give you a choice. So it's really, really weird that they're doing this. A lot of people have said that they're having liquidity issues and they can't, make payouts. I don't know whether that's true or not. They claim that they had the biggest payout ever in June. I mean, I know they paid out a trader $1.6 million. So that is a ton of money, which is why it would make sense to put traders live and to make traders live. But at the same time, I don't think taking away evals for those traders is the right move. I think that's completely the wrong move. You want those traders to have more evals, not less, because if you're going to take them live, you want to give them the most opportunities to go live. That's kind of the point, right? The other thing that I'll say, and I want to touch on their business model, is I really think that Apex has done this to themselves. If you guys remember, Apex used to be a 7-day pass. So you couldn't pass in a day. And that's what I think this whole situation for Apex really started. When the 1-day pass happened, and if you remember, go back in time a little bit, Top Step used to be, I believe, a 5-day pass, and their accounts used to be way more expensive. And what they did was they changed it to a 2-day pass, and they lowered their accounts. Now, what Apex did in response to that was say, okay, you're doing 2, we'll one-up you. We already have cheaper accounts than you with the 80, 90% off, even really the 71% off sales. So now we'll go to a 1-day pass, and now we'll be even better, and we're cheaper than you. Well, what that did was that made gambling way more popular over at Apex. And it's funny because the very traders that they now don't want are the traders that they invited into their house to begin with. And that's the problem, because they don't want gamblers, but 1-day pass is promoting the gambling. They don't want traders that don't have a edge in the market, but you don't got to have an edge to get one trade right and hit a massive trade. And then they get the PA account and they do the exact same thing because that's what got them there. So really the 1-day pass is the huge mistake that I believe that Apex made. Now, the other mistake that they're making is the fact that now they're hurting the actual good traders by not giving them payouts, because even the traders who are getting lucky and getting payouts, which, I mean, in my opinion, you still got to pay them out if they're following your rules, right? Which I think they're going into some great areas with that. But the good traders that they actually want to take live, they're making it way harder now because they're saying, well, this is your one shot. We're not giving you any evals anymore. If you mess up on this, you can never trade with Apex again. For what? Why? It makes no sense. Like, what are you guys doing, Apex? Like, I've been a supporter of you guys, but damn, y'all ain't making no sense whatsoever. You're burning the gamblers and making people mad, and then you're burning the actual traders that you want and making them mad because you're putting even more restrictions on them. Trading is hard enough as it is. You don't have to make it harder by coming up with these imaginary rules that nobody has to follow in the live market. You should be trying to get as close to live as possible and being for the trader as possible. And doing these little DCA rules, saying you can't buy evals anymore, that's going to turn the very traders that you want to come into your prop firm away from you. They're not going to want to come anymore. So Apex, y'all got some splaining to do. Y'all need to get it together because, like I said, I'm not going to perpetuate the fact that y'all having liquidity issues because I don't know if that's true or not. And to be honest, I really don't care. But the point of this video is really the fact that y'all are going above and beyond to make it very, very hard for people to make money while also making it very, very hard for yourselves to make money as well. It just makes no sense. You should have been live from the jump. You should have been taking people live from the jump, right? There should have been no, well, we're just going to copy some people's trades and not copy other people's trades, and we're going to pay out some people but not pay other people out. You should have just taken everybody live from the beginning and let them use the money that they earned in the market to either blow it or to make y'all both money, because that's the point of the prop. It's to find good traders that you can take live and then you can make money together. Not, well, we'll try to just finagle the system and take some traders' trades that are trading really well, but we can't use this basket of traders over here and use their trades. So we're just not going to pay them out because they don't deserve to be paid out. That's not how that works, or it's not how it should work anyway, right? I get that you got rules and that people have to follow those rules, but at the same time, you can't punish the traders who got lucky that you invited into your prop firm by making a 1-day pass while simultaneously punishing the traders who have a system and didn't get lucky. And now you're saying, well, no more evals for you. So that's what I got for this one, man. I can't wait for the comment section because I know y'all going to go crazy on this one. Please subscribe to the channel if you guys want more updates like this one, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.